You're looking at the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan, where just a few minutes ago we're told that a plane, some reports are that it was a small commuter plane.
We have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers.
This past September marked the 10-year anniversary of the worst tragedy in modern American history. The events of September 11, 2001 forever changed the face of our nation as we know it. From coast to coast, people came together in fear, sadness, and confusion. The National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States attempted to clarify the facts as to how the attacks could have even occurred on U.S. soil by releasing the official 9/11 Commission report to the public in 2004. The 400-plus page report documented the tragic day along with the events leading to it. Although the book was a success, it didn't exactly appeal to young audiences due to its length. However, two men saw this as a challenge. They sought to fashion the report to appeal to a younger American audience while still remaining true to the original document. Thus, the 9/11 report, a graphic adaptation, was released in 2006. The book takes the narrative of the original report and puts it in the form of a graphic novel. Editor and author Sid Jacobson and artist Ernie Colón portray both the tragedy of 9/11 and expose the mistakes made by the federal government. The book takes readers through the catastrophe with vivid detail. This detail spawns from Colón's visually stunning comic artwork paired with Jacobson's creative yet straightforward editing. The opening pages feel almost theatric in Colón's visual presentation. Suspense builds when we see the terrorists pass through security without question. Panic strikes when the attackers violently take over each flight. Finally, we experience the terror as the planes strike their targets. This section also starts what ends up being a long series of criticisms against the United States government efforts when dealing with issues of terrorism. The majority of the 9/11 report, a graphic adaptation, chooses to not only focus on the day of the attacks, but also what led to them. Many of the chapters focus primarily on the rise of Al-Qaeda and the terrorist attempts made against the U.S. Jacobson and Colón do an excellent job of putting faces to names and showing readers what happened and why. Many readers may be shocked to know that warning signs of a wide-scale attack had begun as early as 1993, when the World Trade Center was first targeted for bombing. Even more shocking is how poorly counterterrorism groups performed in doing anything about it. Most of the U.S. intelligence groups are portrayed as disorganized and unprepared to handle an attack. Former counterterrorism analyst Richard Clarke may be the one U.S. official to save face in the minds of most readers. The authors paint him literally as a no-nonsense individual who had Osama bin Laden in his sights from the time of the Clinton administration. However, many others either ignored his pleas or reacted poorly. Only after the attack did U.S. officials realize that it was time to retaliate. Overall, I can't recommend this book enough. It provides an equally compelling and informative perspective of what led to the tragic events of September 11, 2001. Sid Jacobson pulls no punches in critiquing the U.S. anti-terrorism efforts, while Ernie Colón utilizes his artistic prowess in detailing every word. I assure you that this book does nothing but justice to the events of that day. Not only that, but it turns a dense report into an easy read for a younger age group. If you're still wondering why such an attack could have occurred on American soil, be sure to pick up the 9/11 report, a graphic adaptation.